And that's for a reason people are aiming every can that they get. I'm the one these people talking about. Yeah, they talk about it. They be glad at the point where you can still keep on hating like you and never running out. Need the money or the white player be stunning every time a youngin' pulling out.
Yo, I never left. Never appreciated, underrated, but the best. Yes.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another great episode of Primetime Talk, where we talk about these Colorado Buffaloes about to kick this season off. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good, and we get this thing rocking and rolling. LMV in the building, the producer, LMVP. I got to get that right. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Thank you. Much love. Yeah, I saw this comment. Anything is everything. Countdown clock for nothing. I bet Coach is late. Well, guess what? This ain't late. Huh? Slap your face. Right on time, player. Right on time. Play action in the building. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the member play action. If you are a member, Coach is getting ready to change the membership pricing and knock it everything to $4.99 for everybody. So if it disconnects you, that's why. It's not that you didn't pay, and if you already paid, they said they will refund it. So I just want to put that out there, and they'll charge you the new price. So how that goes, I don't know, but I want to knock it down to $4.99 for everybody and just do it that way. So if it does disconnect you, all you have to do is reconnect it or maybe redo it, however that works. So I appreciate it. Thank you for the membership, as well as I appreciate it, and I apologize in advance for any inconvenience. All right. Man, so I'll be at the Marriott Grand Vista in Orlando from the 31st to the 7th cooking E Brown hot dogs. 863 Kane in the building. Guess what, 86? Huh? Guess what, 86? Huh? That college fantasy in 2 days. 2 days is going to get started. And you finna lose, dog. You finna lose. Silas 55-9, but you ain't say for who. All right, here we go. Mount Mitch. It's going to be a fun season. I agree. Omega Red in the building. Appreciate you. What? NDSU 28-24. Courtney Joe in the building, aka Google Man. Kenneth Tongue should have used the Diddy song. Nah, we're gonna leave that right over there on Hayes Street. Just getting off of Hayes Street. It is what it is. All right, let's get into this deal, man, with Colorado 66 and climbing in the building. Appreciate it. We do streaming here on YouTube and Facebook. I got to find out what's going on with Twitter. They won't let you do a stream anymore unless you become a member. So that's another added expense. So shout out to Elon Musk, the billionaire, charging the little people for everything. Huh? Anyway, yes, Mountain Mitch, slap myself. Here we go. One more Mountain Mitch, just for you. That's for the R, W-R, one more for the E. Just Coach been so swamped, but the WREs are coming back. I know y'all want them, and I apologize. But getting back to work, getting all this stuff going, the live shows, football season, I got to get back to it. Ain't nobody fault but my own. And I got to give the people what they want, because I'm your favorite coach, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm your favorite coach, Mitch, and I'm sorry, but I'm ready for it. Okay. Talking about Colorado, as the title says, or as the thumbnail says, finally, no more talking. Man, people have been talking since December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 9 months of this. And 2 days left, 48 hours. 48 hours. Huh? Actually, we'll be an hour into the game already. So 47 hours. How about that? I hope I did my math right. But with that being said, we ready to rock and roll. NASA, what's up with you? Appreciate it. And Paula Harvey says you're the bestest coach hates. Thank you, Paula. I love it. Shout out to you as well. Thank you. Well, let's get this thing rocking, man. I want to talk about Colorado and North Dakota State really quickly. We will be showing it tomorrow. If you are a member, we'll be in the locker room watching it together, if you know what I'm saying, having a good time with that. So if you're not a member, go in and jump on in. We'll definitely make it happen. And I'll be changing that tonight. So don't buy the membership just yet. Wait till after the show. Give me about an hour, and I will be changing up that price as well. But let me go into this piece right here, if you guys don't mind. I was looking at the odds here. North Dakota State, I've said this before, I believe Colorado beats North Dakota State convincingly. I believe they beat them convincingly. And I find something odd about this, right? Y'all know I call people Coltman. I do it in jest, with being funny. But some people take it serious. So be it. Go get a paper cut. But what I find interesting about that same group of people who are screaming 11-1, 12-0, are considering this a hard game. But Oklahoma State, maybe not so much. Even in Nebraska, not so much. But North Dakota State, I don't see it. And here's why I say this. The reason I say this, North Dakota State is not the same, in my opinion, excuse me, is not the same program as they once were, simply due to the fact of the transfer portal and NIL. A lot of players used to go to North Dakota State because they may have had to transfer down to play right away, right? So they would get that kind of attention. They would be powerhouses and give Power 5 programs a struggle. I'm not saying this team is trash by no stretch of the imagination. But what I am saying is that Colorado, through the transfer portal and through NIL deals, has increased their roster, right? Or has bolstered their roster, improved, beefed up. However, whichever word you want to use. I do believe that. Now, that doesn't mean they got a Hall of Fame roster, but it is better than last year. Colorado, I'm speaking of. Fine. North Dakota State, however, is a smaller program, not as athletic, maybe disciplined. That's a term a lot of people use, right? But I believe that Colorado has firepower when it compares to this team. I agree. Shedeur Sanders, arguably the number one quarterback, maybe number two, one or two, however, depending on how the season turns out. But right now, coming into this deal, is one of the top quarterbacks in college football right now. You got Travis Hunter. You got other players that you brought in. It may be a slow start to Colorado excuse my throat, guys, NDSU game, because it's kind of like boxes. They're both kind of jabbing their way through. But I think Colorado makes a big play early in the game. I believe Colorado makes a big play. It may be a quick pass, make a dude miss, and take that thing 60. And that's fair. And that's fair. But it may be a slow climb. It's kind of like, I look at this like the Usain Bolt, right? Usain Bolt's the favorite. Everybody know he's going to run this 9, point sub 9, whatever. But if you ever watch Usain Bolt in 100 yards, the first 30, 40 meters, he is right in the middle of the pack. He's not jumped out front and keeps that. He's in the middle of the pack. And then when they get to that 50, that 60, that 70, that 80, that 90, he's pulling away. And I believe Colorado will do the same come Thursday. Come Thursday. Find their footing. Find out what they're going to do. I've said this. Sean Livingston, I don't know why. Somebody said Sean Livingston is throwing me off. Rob Livingston, the new defensive coordinator, first-time defensive coordinator. Maybe he has to feel his way. Maybe he doesn't. We don't know. No one can say right now with certainty, with even 90% certainty of what is going to happen with him as a play caller, because he's never done it. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's an I don't know thing. And if you say he's going to do something and it happens, you clearly guessed. And if you say he doesn't do something and it doesn't happen, you clearly guessed, because you don't know. So don't take your guess as the gospel, if that makes sense. Don't make your guess the gospel because you're guessing, just like record predictions. I can use some facts to kind of get where I want to go, but at the end of the day, I truly don't know, just like my 12 and overs out there. But the likelihood on that, see, it's a little bit of probability in there. It's different. So I'm saying all that to say, I think they're going to go there. If you are a betting person, can't say a man. The line right now, from what I'm looking at, is 9.5. 9.5. I would clearly take Colorado to beat them by 9.5. Now, we just saw Florida State, Georgia Tech was 10. Even if Georgia Tech lost that game, they still beat the spread. I think Colorado beats them, and by the end of this, I will give my score prediction of this game, even though I should do it probably on Thursday for the pregame, but I'll do it now anyway. It doesn't matter. But 9.5 points, I don't think is enough for North Dakota State. And I find that, I have to be very honest, I think I find it a little disrespectful. It is a little disrespectful to Colorado. Y'all got I think Vegas has them at 6 wins and only 9.5 to North Dakota State. I'll take it. I'll take it. Over and under is 60.5. I don't know about that now, because I don't know how many points North Dakota State's going to score. I don't know if Colorado's going to score 50 points, 60 points. I don't know if they're going to score 40 points. So I can't tell you about the over and under. But the 9.5, I would take Colorado on the 9.5. That's me. And I'm not a betting man. Now, here's what's interesting. Here's what's really interesting. The computer pick says, the computer pick says the predicted score is 35 points North Dakota, 15 Colorado. The computer pick says North Dakota's going to cover. The computer picks that the total will be under 60.5. I don't know about that computer. Maybe they got a old school Tandy from Radio Shack. For all my old heads out there, y'all know about Tandy computers from Radio Shack. All my new CUs, y'all probably even heard of a doggone Radio Shack. So that's where I am with it. Okay, Rawhide, what's up with you, baby? Hold on, LMV. What you mean, hey boo? LMV. Every night I gotta show my love now. Every night I gotta show my love. Not the Tandy. That's right. Rawhide, I ain't gonna get on you. She talking to you. Rawhide, don't make this some internet beef. Don't be trying to steal my woman. Don't be trying to steal my woman. Shout out to LMV. Shout out to Rawhide. Anyway, I clearly think they're going to win this game convincingly. Convincingly, Colorado wins this ball game. Things to kind of talk about and see. Here's a question mark. Offensive line. Did they get better? Sure, they got better. How much better? I don't think we know yet. And I'll talk about depth chart. I think just came out yesterday. BP. Is this BP? I think this is the BP with. Put a thumbs up if this is the BP I think it is. I think we need to see each other every week, BP. If this is the BP I think it is. Uh-oh. BP. You been ducking me, dog. I think you Chinese the way you duck sauce, BP. I think you Chinese the way you duck sauce. We're going to make it happen. Eddie, what's up with you? It's going to be fun, man. But anyway, long story short here, the offensive line still has some questions. I said this, and I'll just kind of go, let me do this now. Let me just pull up the depth chart. Now we'll talk about it. Currently, the depth chart based on, what is this? SB Nation, the Colorado, what is this called? The Ralphie Report. I guess I would assume that's a credible source. I definitely don't want to talk about the doggone Denver Post. I definitely don't want to talk about CBS Sports. I don't know who to talk about. Who do y'all consider a credible source? So they got the right colors, and they called it RalphieReport.com. So I thought that was good enough. So some people are like, dang, why you being funny? I'm not being funny. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Everybody getting their hair cut. Coach Prime cutting everybody head off. So anyway, Shedeur Sanders starts out as a starting quarterback. The O-line. I'll just start here. Left tackle, Jordan Seaton. I told you, newness for Jordan Seaton and maybe some strength. Maybe not particularly in this game. Maybe so. I don't know, but I'm going to definitely be watching. Tyler Johnson at left guard. Not Brown, but Johnson. Now, again, it's based on the Ralphie Report, and I hear them at the press conferences, so it's not like some dude sitting in a basement. And this came out on August 26th at 6:13. That came out yesterday, a day ago. Tyler Johnson at left guard. Hank Zelinskis at center. Justin Mayers at right guard. And Khalil Benson at right tackle. That's what they have. That's what they have. We may not see that. I don't know. But that's what they have, and that's what I'm going to go off of. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys work in unison and together. And hopefully they can tear their head off, and it will garner some confidence going into game 2, which is Nebraska. The quarterback, we know Shedeur Sanders. If y'all want to talk about him, call in. I'm not going to waste my time talking about him. We know who that guy is. Starters at running back, Charlie Offerdahl or Dalen Hayden. Now, I know Charlie Offerdahl had just been recently offered a scholarship, or put on scholarship, rather, has been starting through, I guess, this fall camp. Dalen Hayden, the Ohio State transfer. And then, of course, you got Michael Welch and Isaiah Augusta. Michael Welch, the freshman, Isaiah Augusta, the transfer from Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken, coming in. It'll be interesting to see how the run game looks. I was on the phone speaking to a member. I'll leave him nameless. But speaking to a member in regards to Pat Shurmur and play calling. I've watched some shows and I listened to people talk about Pat Shurmur and play calling. Some people believe that he's going to run the ball more, use more tight ends, the double tight sets. Guess what? Some people think they're going to still throw the ball the same. Some people think they're going to run the ball the same. They're going to run the spread. Nobody knows. Everybody's guessing. I really don't care. Find a way to win. That's all I'm saying. Find a way to win. Receivers, they have at the X receiver, Will Shepard. The Y, Travis Hunter. Slot, Jimmy Horn. And at the F, LaJohntay Wester. That's interesting. All right. And it is funny how, I'm going to tell you what's funny about this. Talk about terminology. Notice they don't have a Z up here. Usually you hear X is the single receiver. You always heard, who is it? Brandon Marshall and Chad Johnson. They always go about who's the X and who's the Z. So the X is typically the single receiver side, the weak side. And the Z would have been the guy to the formation, maybe to the Y side. So Will Shepard is the X. Travis Hunter is the Y. The Y receiver typically was the tight end. But I'm just talking about how terminology changes. It's not always the same. Then they have Jimmy Horn is the slot. Some people would call it just the S. And then LaJohntay Wester is the F. But again, it's all just terminology. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think LaJohntay Wester and Jimmy Horn are the slots. Travis Hunter and Will Shepard are the outside receivers, the X and the Z, if that makes sense. Tight end, Sam Hart. comes in, if I'm not mistaken, is Sam Hart, the young man from Ohio State as well. I believe that's him. Okay. So that's the offense right there going into it. And I'm not sure how people feel about this, but I would be very interested to see. And there are a lot of players, a lot of receivers. That receiver room is deep. I have to say that may be, outside of Shador at the quarterback position, I think that is the strongest position across all positions, offensively and defensively on this team, so far as depth as well. But it'd be interesting to see what that rotation looks like, especially with Travis Hunter. Hopefully they're watching the pitch count. So, yeah, he may start the game. The question is who comes in for him. Would it be an Amarion Miller? I don't know. Will it be this person, that person? I don't know, but we'll definitely find out. I let the people who watch Well Off and all those things call in and educate Coach on that, because I'm not really sure in that sense. And then we go to the defensive side. BJ Green and Dayan Hayes go for the defensive ends. And then D tackles is Shadozi Nwaku, if I'm saying it correctly. I apologize if I said it wrong. And Shane Coates, who was there last year. All right. So only person that returns is Shane Coates on this team. Everybody else is transferred in. And then, of course, you got Samuel Okalola coming in, Ryan Bull, Anquin Barnes, Torian Carter, and Quincy Wiggins. All right, linebackers. This is interesting. And I want to hear people. I want to hear the Colorado fans, super fans, or whatever you want to call yourself. The linebackers remain the same from last year. Levante Bentley and Trevor Woods. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that, because they took a lot of flack last year. A lot of flack last year from this fan base. But you got a Jalen Wester and a Kyle Green, and they're not projected starters, but they're there. Now, they may rotate them in. I don't know. And then on the safety side, and this is funny, when you look at the back end of this, I want people to pay attention. You look at the back end, the linebackers kind of backwards, right? The linebackers and safeties are the same people from last year's defense, the 130 ranked defense. Levante Bentley, Trevor Woods, Shiloh Sanders, Cameron Silman-Craig. So those four in that box right there remain the same. I don't have an issue with it. I'm just making an observation because, like I say, Coach Prime making $5 million to make these decisions. And then on the corners, you got Travis Hunter, DJ McKinney, and then at the nickel back is Preston Hodge. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting right there. So it's funny how to see how the middle of this defense fits, right? You got a LeJontay Wester. I'm sorry. You got a Levante Bentley, a Trevor Woods, a Silman-Craig, a Shiloh Sanders. When you talk about that box, when you talk about run support, it'll be very interesting to see what that looks like. And that has been a question for me as well. What do they look like against the run? We know last year against the run, it was a little tender. It's a little tender. Will it remain that way? I don't know. I don't know. We have to see what Shadozi and those guys do in the middle. Shadozi and Swole up, and Shane Coates. Wait a minute. Was Shane Coates on the team last year too? So 5 of the middle pieces, and remember the safeties affect the run game. They're run game supporters now. So your 2 safeties, your 2 inside backers, and 1 of your D tackles are from last year's defense. What's the percentage 5 out of 6? Not 50-50. Was it 45%? 45% of your defense is from the 1-30 team? I'm just bringing out observations, guys. Not trying to be funny. I know y'all take it that way. I'm tired of giving disclaimers, damn it. So that's interesting to hear. All right. While I load up this queue for you guys to call in, I appreciate it. We had the 25-minute mark, 209 people in the building watching. Thanks. We're going to have a good time real quick. You saw at the very beginning. I'll put this up here as well. We got a pregame party right here in Orlando. Come on, I'm in Orlando. If y'all want to come out, hang out at the premier spot on a Friday night, and this ain't no kiddie stuff. We talking about, I know it says Club Ember, but I put it there so y'all kind of know where it is, but it's really called just Ember Orlando. And it's an adult place. It ain't no 18-year-olds going to be up in there. Ain't no fights. It's police, Fire department right there for some of y'all old heads that forget your cane and your trick knee go out. You understand me? Your knee go out. Fire department, they just walk over there, put you in the ambulance, take you on right around the corner to the hospital. Clearly, right downtown, one of the most premier, right next to, not next to, but right on the corner is the Corona Cigar Bar. So if you'd like to go there prior, hang out, people watch, beautiful atmosphere in the heart of downtown. Hey, believe this or not, really, Floss said the police, you got to tell people that. I'm telling you, when you my age, I want to make sure the law is there. Because I don't need no Rudy Poo. Like, this ain't the corner. We ain't rent out a venue in some banquet hall somewhere to have no part. No, this is the legit spot. All right. And you go to CoachHayesFootball.com as well and check it out there. You can see the venue itself if you like to. Because I know I get it, right? I ain't trying to go on vacation and come back on probation either. I ain't trying to do that. You understand me? I ain't trying to do that. So, Gerald D, I would love to meet you there, man. And guess what? The tickets right now, $15. I ain't never been in the club for $15. It's always $25 or more. Matter of fact, they're doing a big white party. So if you're in Orlando, they got a big white party coming up on Saturday. Shout out to T Gaines and the boys doing it. Played at Kentucky, one of the homies. But anyway, like I said, you can check it out right here. The link is in the description as well for the tickets. Go ahead and want to do that. Grab it now. It's $15 because trust me, you know what it is going to be after that?
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Coach Kell got beat up at Coach Hayes' party last night. Security was whack. Nah, you might get beat up, but somebody going to jail. I can tell you that much. They ain't playing that. Gerald D, boy, I can't wait to meet you, Gerald D. We're going to have to take a picture. I don't know if you got warrants or not, but Gerald D, damn it, I can't wait to meet you, boy. My goodness. The Colt member's nervous. Hey, I just be playing when I say Colt. If y'all want to come out and hang out, man, guess what? If you come to me and say, hey, I'm a Colt member, I'll buy you a drink. I'll buy you a drink, a tall glass of water. I got you. Extra ice, cold. I got you. Just say, Coach, I'm a Colt member, man. I'm going to take you straight to the bar. I got the bartender back. She going to hook you up with a tall glass of water. All right. Please play Coheed. That money he needs to pay me. Shout out to my man BP. We have a nice friendly wager for every game. So shout out to that. I'll leave it at that. I don't need them knocking on me. Anyway, so that starts on the 27th, right there, the 27th. That'll be that Friday night. Also, I've invited all of the Colorado Buffalo parents. They getting in free. Now, I'm only paying for parents. Now, I ain't paying for Big Mama and Nana and them, and little Juju and little Ray Ray, and I ain't doing all that now. Coach Hayes will pay for the parents, all right? If your name on the birth certificate, I got you. And if your daddy just showing up because your son balling, you might have to pay. Should have been in that boy life a long time ago. Anyway, that's where it is. All right. So anyway, let me get this phone up here and stop playing. I got so much going on, man, having so much fun. Man, I'm so excited. Football season's here. I'm tired of talking about it. What time it start? Let me see. You sound like you owe anything. You could come at 3 p.m. You'd be asleep by 5. How about that? If it's a party, what time you think it start, homie? And if you go to the website, it tell you. If you go to buy the ticket, it tell you. Jesus, y'all want everything. Jesus.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy.
Say good night to the bad guy, man. All right, 862-799-9956. Start building up the queue. I got to get this out of here. Oh, it left. I'll put it back. Y'all clap it up for Big Kane in the building, just becoming a member. Clap it up. Shout out to you, man. And see, one thing I love about my Kane fans, they even come to a Colorado show in support, man. They even come to the Colorado show in support. Much love to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. For real, for real. I won't be in the area till about 4 a.m. Dog. Orlando closed at 2, dog. I don't know where you from, but 4 a.m. But tighten up. Anyway, Let's talk about some headline news while I'm waiting for the queue to come in real quick. I got you, caller dog. Y'all called in fat 8350. I'm coming to give me a second. Oh, that's my man Rico. All right, hold up, Rico. Let's just talk about the news, bro. The news is what? What is it? My man went to Dubai to get some NIL money. Guess what? This guy right here, I don't care. All right, what's the next news cycle? Coach Prime said he ain't answering no questions from the Denver Post dude with the beard killer. Guess what? This guy, he don't care. Let me see what else. I think he made up with the CBS people. Congratulations. We don't care. And I'm saying that to say, I'm here to talk about football. I get all that other stuff. I'm cool with it. But at the end of the day, it's football time. So all that perimeter outside noise and who said what and who tweeted this, and man, I don't give a damn. I don't care. It's football time. Put the ball on the tee and kick that thing off. I'm off work Monday too. LSU play on Sunday. Florida State playing Boston College on Monday. This is what you call hog heaven. Coach, y'all did me kind of dirty on Coach Hayes Street. I was saying I'll be wearing R47 Michael. That ain't what it said though. How many people going to have that on? That's how long I've been a Kane fan. All right, appreciate you, dog. I don't know what a R47. I guess his jersey number is 47, but I don't know what the hashtag R means. And it didn't say anything about Michael Irvin on the other show. So, man, come on. It's all fun, man. It's all love, though. Appreciate you, dog. We got you back, man. Eddie in the building said, let's effing go, man. Dre, DCU fan, bet not lose. Not better not. Bet not. Well, beat not. Come on, Dre. That's what I'm talking about. DCU fans, beat not lose Thursday, or I will troll in every channel like I did last year. Much love to you, Dre. Much love to you, bro. I just teasing, man. Hey, let's go. Man, shout out to all right. So all of that other stuff, Coach Hayes don't care about. I ain't even looked at that. Man, I don't care. Man, Coach Prime know what he's doing. If he want to not talk to somebody, then guess what? Next question. Right? If you want to talk to him, answer the question. If the dude went to Dubai to talk to the sheikh about getting some NIL money, God bless him. At least he's thinking outside the box. Sean Keeler, whatever, man. He go write a paper about something else. The county fair. Which pig won? Who had the best pig in the county fair? Who cares? But one thing I do know, 12 times in the fall. 12 times in the fall. Ain't gonna be no speculation. It's gonna be hard numbers on the wood. And that's what it's gonna be. I done heard some wild stuff. And I'm looking for some of these content creators, man. I be trying to get in the kitchen, man. I want some people to holler at me, man. I be hearing some wild stuff on some of these channels, boy. Can I tell y'all the last wild story I heard? And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. A dude said, listen to me carefully now. I heard this on the channel. I couldn't believe I listened to this. Thumbs up, thumb down if you agree with this. A dude said that they will get to the the conference championship game and sit their starters so they'll be rested and won't get injured for the playoffs. So Colorado's going to make it to the conference championship game. Okay, fine. Here go the funny part. They're not going to play any of the starters. So they will be rested and they won't take the risk of injury. So when they go to the playoffs, they'll be fresh. So they'll lose the... And when I say cult members, y'all think I be getting mad. Y'all think I'm tripping, dog. Y'all think I be tripping. When I say cult members, What? You're going to sit the starters, lose the championship game. That's the strategy. So they'll be. Where they do that at? And people be listening to this and get off the. Hey, you know what Colorado gonna do? You know what they gonna do? I just thought of this. You know, they gonna get to the conference championship game, and then they gonna sit their starters. Watch this, because this is how smart Coach Prime is. And they're gonna lose the game, but they still gonna have a good enough record. They're gonna put them in. Now, I do believe that if they lost the game, but I don't think you're gonna sit your starters. Now, if you lost the game and you played it, that's one thing. But I'm gonna sit my starters. Anyway, Rico, I'm coming to you. Give me 1 second. And here's the funniest thing, too. Then I heard, I didn't hear this. Here's a great question. Coach is asking it before the season. Here's the question I'm asking. Colorado makes it to the bowl game. Not the playoffs, but let's just say they make it bowl eligible. Does Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter play in that game? Uh-oh. Hear what I just said. Not making the playoff. We're not talking about the playoffs. We're talking about, let's say they go 7-8 wins, don't make the playoffs, but they get into the Gasparilla Bowl or whatever the bowl is. Should Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders play in that bowl game? It's not a New Year's Six bowl now. It's the Gasparilla Bowl. It's the, good bowl, but not a New Year's Six bowl. So hold on. I want y'all to understand why I brought this up. Because you don't want Travis and them to get hurt in the conference championship game to go to the playoffs. But then people want them to play in a bowl that means nothing to get hurt to go to the NFL. God damn, you can't make this stuff up, y'all. Y'all can't make this stuff up. In the same breath, no, coach, they shouldn't try to win the conference championship. But they get in a 6-6 bowl, a 7-5 bowl game. Yes, coach, they should play it to hurt their chances if they get hurt in the NFL. These mother lovers, unbelievable, dog. Anyway, let me take this first call right here. Shout out to Rico in the building. Rico, what's up with you, baby?
Hey, Coach Hayes, what it look like on your end? I'm listening to you, man. There's some really stupid people out here.
It's looking like a bright day, baby. Talk to me.
They looking like a mother. Shut your mouth, because here's the thing, man.
Talk to me.
Here's the thing. We all can predict what every team gonna do. It's a prediction, man. And I want to look at it like this. I don't think that Colorado Buffalo is going to a natty this year.
Okay.
I'll be real. I'm a fan, right? I'll be real surprised and shocked at the same time. They're gonna get a good bowl game. But I wish people just, not predict what Colorado gonna do, or what Miami gonna do, or what UCF gonna do, or what Utah gonna do. Everybody, is predicting Utah gonna walk through the Big 12. That ain't happening, partner.
Okay.
That's not happening. Nobody's gonna walk through nothing in their conference unless you're a bad man.
So prediction-wise, who do you think wins the Big 12?
It depends how many people left the Big 12. I mean, to go to other colleges. You know what I mean, for the NIL deal. Now, I don't think that Utah is going to be the top dog. Just plain and simple, because. But who's going to be at the top of the board? I'm looking at maybe Oklahoma State.
Okay, but they got to play somebody. So they got to play somebody in the conference championship. So who do you think they play?
Right.
Utah? I think Utah.
No, they ain't going to play you. Utah ain't going to make it, man.
Okay, so who they play?
I'm just telling you what I know.
All right, so who they play?
They're going to either play it's a toss-up, man. I think K-State, and I'm from Kansas, actually. I think K-State got a better chance to win the Big 12 this year against Oklahoma State. Now, if CU go in there and win 6 straight games, and I mean dominate, then I'll take CU against Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Well, other than that, man, I couldn't tell you, but I don't think it's Utah. You probably think it's Utah. I don't think it's Utah, man. I really don't.
I'll just say this: historically, I can only go on historically. They're a solid program. I know a lot of people just don't like them, but they win.
No, it ain't that. I don't think that Utah is a bad team, but they coming into a conference right now, which I know a lot about, the Big 12. Oklahoma State is going to spank them, and I really believe that, because Oklahoma State is a solid program too.
I agree. So here's my thing, Rico, real quick. Y'all call in 862-799-9956. Rico, you're the only one on the line. So all y'all talking about next caller.
I like that.
No, that's fine. I'm letting you ride out. I'm letting you ride out. But here's what I'm gonna say to you. Do you believe that the Pac-12 was harder than the Big 12 last year? Because that's what everybody's saying.
No.
Okay, so you don't believe that. Because everybody's saying that the Pac-12 is harder than the Big 12. And so that's why Colorado's gonna do this. So you don't believe that the Pac-12 is harder than the Big 12?
No, okay. Because you got Washington. Okay, they did their thing, but if you look at it, when Colorado was in the Pac-12, they got their butt spanked by Utah.
Okay,
and they got their butt spanked by Washington. But every game that they played, they was either a field goal or a touch. Nobody talks about that. They all talk about the 4 and 8 and all this, but you got to look at it. Every game that Colorado played, they lost games, man, by a field goal or a touchdown. And that's powerful, man, from a first-year coach. And nobody talks about that. You know what I'm saying? So all I want to say is the Big 12 was way better than the Pac-12. To me, that's just my opinion. You only have 2 real powerhouse teams in the Pac-12. That's it.
Okay, so
that's it.
No problem. So here's my question then, Rico. If you feel like Utah is going to come into a tougher conference in the Big 12,
absolutely.
Wouldn't you say the same thing that Colorado's going to come into a tougher conference?
They ready, man. Colorado is ready.
No, that's not my question. No. People say it all the time. You ready is not an answer. Like when people. So here's my question now, Rico. You just said that Utah is coming into the Big 12, which is a tough conference. Colorado is leaving the Pac-12, coming into the Big 12, which is Utah. Yeah. And I'm asking you, do you think Colorado is ready then? If you're saying that Utah not ready for the Big 12, do you think Colorado is ready for the Big 12?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Ain't no doubt in my black mind.
Your black mind? No problem.
That's right. Because the reason why they ready, like I was telling before, nobody is looking at what Colorado ain't nobody looking at what Colorado did last year, Coach. And that's 4-8, man. Don't get it twisted. Because, like I said before, they only lost 2 major games and got their butt spanked. Everybody else they played, it was a field goal, a touchdown down. I mean, a touchdown behind to lose them games.
Okay.
They tweaked that offense. They tweaked that defense. They got some dogs in there. I ain't talking about just 4 or 5 dogs on the defense. They got dogs back behind dogs on both sides of the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Now you're a Miami fan, and you may not have been watching. Yes, sir. You count it up, man. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like that. And so I'll watch them religiously, Coach. And I've been watching them, man. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. He's saying the devil.
Yes, sir.
Colorado gonna probably win 9 games.
Okay.
If they win 9 games, they gonna play for the conference championship. But I'm not gonna say that they are, because somebody gonna win. It's gonna be a 10-10 team that can play each other. But Utah is not in the conversation.
Can I ask a real quick question before I let you go, Rico? You said 9 games.
Sir.
So who would be the 3 losses?
They're gonna lose to Arizona by field goal. And they're gonna lose to their last game. They're gonna lose to Oklahoma State.
That's 2.
In the other game, they're gonna lose to KU by 7 points.
So that's 3 conference losses.
Yeah.
So they 6-3. They'll be 6-3 in the conference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving them that.
No problem. Hey, 6-3 playing. Yeah, 6-3.
You gonna have to cut your half your mustache, remember, and your beard, because Miami probably gonna win. They gonna. Miami probably gonna win. They gonna.
I'm waiting on you, Rico.
It's probably gonna be a tie ball game between Miami. Miami probably wins 6-3 too. That's it. But we're gonna flip a quarter on it because we're gonna both be 6-3.
I'm talking about conference play. We did it on record. We said record, not conference.
Oh, record.
Play.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, record.
Well,
record.
let's make it all in one, man.
Okay, I love it, man. Let me catch this next 1694 coming to you, but go ahead, man. Get your last point and we'll make this thing happen.
Okay, Coach Hayes.
Yes, sir, brother.
What I want to thank you, man, for taking my call, man. I just turned 61 on the 17th of August.
Clap it up for him. Clap it up for him.
I'm still vibing. I'm kicking it, man. You know what I mean? I wish, now that the seat, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I wish that you be on there. You gonna be on there more now that the season get ready to start?
Yeah, I'll be on Saturdays. I mean,
Saturdays is your day. What time Saturdays?
No,
I'm on Central Time.
I'm gonna do the pregame show, and then I'll do the post. I'm gonna do the pregame show all in one, all of the 3 teams: Colorado, Miami, UCF.
Do it special because a lot of teams start Thursday. Let's do it special, man.
I am. I'm trying to tell you.
So we can talk about what's really happening, man.
We are, and we'll be in the Discord, in the locker room watching the game. Like I say, man, join the membership, man. $4.99. It's $1.25 a week. Bro.
I don't know. You know, it's one thing. I don't mind doing that, but I don't know how to do it, Coach Hayes.
I got you.
I don't know how to do that. That's why I've been wanting to join, man. I've been wanting to get sponsors some money to your.
I appreciate that.
To your network, man. You know, I want to do that, but you got my number, man. Maybe one day you can call me, man, and walk me through it.
Well, I don't have it. That's a computer. So do me a favor, email me. These numbers don't say stored. It's a computer app. These numbers don't stay stored in the system. So, like I say, do me a favor, email me at Coach Hayes Football.
You got a pen right there at your desk.
Yeah, but
see, I got out of school in 81, man. You know what I mean? My kids is in Kansas. They ain't might taught me nothing, man. You know what I mean?
I got you, Rico.
I'm green as the grass, man.
I got you.
But I want to sponsor you, man. I really want to donate to your channel, man. I really do. I'm glad you asked me about that.
I love it. Well, we got you, though. I hit you up, man. Hold up, Rico. All right, I got you, dog. I got you. Hey, I'm your favorite coach, Rico. I got you.
Man, you my favorite coach. You Deion's my favorite, but you my second favorite.
Well, that's why I say I'm your favorite coach's favorite. So listen, I might be your second favorite, but Deion Sanders, I'm his favorite coach. See, I'm your favorite coach's favorite coach. You get what I'm going for with this?
I think Deion need to give you a job, man, next year.
Man, tell him to call me, man. Hey, you know what I'm gonna tell him? Must be the money. That's what I'm gonna tell him.
You got to be able to break down and dance like that, man. You got to be able to break down, coach.
Must be the money.
Yeah.
Must be the money. All right, Rico, take it easy, baby. I'll reach out to you.
Oh, yeah, you got it, man. Hey, boy, look at you. Man, you got that juice.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. We'll talk, baby. Appreciate it.
All right.
Rico in the building, man. Much love to him. 1694 coming to you, caller. Give me 1 second. Butterfly, where you been? You must have been floating around the world playing that piano and speeding. Stop speeding. Matter of fact, call in, Butterfly. I ain't talk to you in a minute. Really flawed calling. I need some ladies to call in tonight before we kick off this season here. Make it happen, man. All right, here we go. 1694. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What up, Coach? Hey.
What's going on? Who am I speaking to?
Nick Bone.
My neck. My back. My neck bone.
Man, we got 2 more days, bro.
Hey, man, 2 days, dog. We got 47 hours. Actually, 46 hours.
I think about pregame and Wednesday night and drinking until kickoff start, man.
Man, well, why don't you hang out with us, neck bone, in the we call it champagne room, the locker room. We're gonna have a good time in there Thursday. We watching all the game, man. We watching LA. Listen, we finna make it happen, man. $1.25 a week, dog. You can't beat that. And I don't even get the whole dollar. Hey, YouTube get 30% of the $1.25. Cause come on.
Oh, I did. I tried to join the membership the other night, but it kept on saying you can't join.
You got bad credit, dog. You know they check your credit.
No, I ain't got
I'm just messing with you.
Man.
I'm just messing with you,
dog. I gotta see what's going on though, man. But I'll try to do it after I get off the phone. But man,
if not, man, email. Listen, if not, email me at coachhayesfootball@gmail.com. I'll reach out to you, man, and we'll see what's going on.
All right, I'm gonna do it when I get off work. But anywho, This is the thing, okay? Man, why they do you like that, Coach Hayes?
What they do to me?
Nothing. That's how I know I could never be a content creator and actually say what's on my mind without getting judged.
What I did?
It's crazy, man. You don't hate on Deion, but why they invite you in the group? Why you don't get invited to the panel party, Coach Hayes?
I don't know, dog.
It's like they want you to just lick the salt off the top of Deion's head, bro. Like everybody's not gonna do that, man.
Listen, bro.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
I understand neck bone, and I don't know why. Maybe nobody ain't tell them about me, man. I don't know, but I'm a favorite coach, dog. Hey, what panel? I don't even know what you're talking about. What panel though? They just had a panel or something?
Man, yeah, man. Ride the Man Media, B-Watch, all them, bro. They had all these coach members on here, and they didn't think to invite Coach Hayes, man. But they always in the comments, man. I don't get it. Don't do my boy Coach Hayes like that, bro. He deserved to get a spotlight going off too.
Oh man, listen.
I mean,
it is what it is, bro. Listen, that's okay. But that's their channel. And shout out to Rob and shout out to B Watts and whoever else that was on the panel. I didn't see it, but shout out to them guys, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like tomorrow, we doing a Miami Hurricane YouTube thing, right? Check me out. I'm finna show it to you. And I know it's
man, don't nobody care about them Hurricanes.
No, but here's my point. But I'm gonna show you the point of what I'm saying. I get where you're coming from. The reason I'm bringing this up, I'm talking about how people work together. That's all. That's really what I'm bringing up. So I want you to understand when I say people work together. Hold up, God doggone it, neck bone, my neck, my back, All right, here we go.
Well, maybe if you would have said 12-0, man, maybe they would have invited you.
Yeah, but look, real quick, this is the 8-hour takeover we're doing tomorrow. This is our 4th year in a row. These are all the content creators: Caneville, Miami Flow, You Heard, T2I, Miami Mayhem, Six Rings, Locked On Kane, Storm Warning, You Talk, Chalupa Batman, Brad Tejada, Nate Watt, Coach Coop. What I'm saying is, we don't all agree on our takes on Miami, but we all come together to support, whether we look at it differently or not. Dog, I got my double screen up and everything. All right, so if that's something they want to do, that's fine. I mean, hey, man, much love to them, boy. Hey, and it's cool. Salute. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever you're talking about, cool. That's all gravy.
You know what I'm talking about.
I didn't. Don't do that, dog, Neckbone. If I tell you, Neckbone, here's what I'll tell you.
Right now,
hold on. Yeah, but Neckbone. No, but what I'm gonna tell people is, if I don't know, I don't know. If I knew it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I saw the show. I didn't see it. I don't even know. That's what I didn't even know what you talked about.
Man. Say tomorrow, okay. What are you looking for for this CU team?
Defense, offensive line.
Let's just say 7 wins. What are you looking for that's gonna just give you the idea that maybe this team just can win 7 or 8 games? What are you looking for?
Defense, offensive line.
Okay.
I want to see how the defense plays as a whole through the play calling, what kind of philosophy is going on, right? And then I want to see how the offensive line holds up. Do I believe the running backs can play? Yes. Do I believe the quarterback can play? Yes. Do I believe the receivers can play? Yes. But if the 5 dudes up front don't turn into Voltron, the rest of them dudes don't matter. Like if the front 5 can't block for the running back, he's neutralized. If the front 5 don't block for the quarterback, the receivers have been neutralized. So it all starts with O-line, and then I want to see how the defense plays, and I'm looking for the fits of the defense, particularly the run game. The run game is big.
I know you can't give us a score prediction, so I'm going to just say
I'm gonna give one. I got one.
35-17.
That's a good call. That's kind of close to mine. 35-17. That's really close to what I got.
Because I feel like somebody on defense gonna have a pick 6, and I feel like somebody gonna get a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Because if they, I think their defense is gonna be really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the Big 12, I honestly think they're gonna have trouble scoring and not going 3 and out every time. But if they run the ball, I honestly feel like certain games they should be in. But I don't know. I just got it tomorrow's. That's why I say tomorrow's game is so important.
Mm-hmm.
You can like literally watch what you want, and you can see what they got and make more of a prediction other than saying they're gonna go 12-0. You ain't seen them play. You know,
mm-hmm.
that's just my take on
it. Yeah, I got you. Like I said, we're all excited, man. People have been talking about football. We've been talking for 9 months, right? With nothing to truly talk about. However, we now get to see some stuff on the wood. So that's where we are, man. I'm all for it. I'm here for the ish and giggles. I'm here for the success. I'm here for whatever it is, and we good to go.
Man, I'm so ready. But I'm gonna get off of here, Coach Hayes, man. I'm gonna get that membership. We're gonna talk some ball, man.
We'll be in the Discord, man.
I don't want to say it because I'm on record saying 5-7. But hey, what the hell? Go Buff!
I like it. That boy ended off with he didn't say "Sco Buffs." That boy say "Go Buffs." Go Buffs. I like it. 862-799-9956. Y'all call on in. 268 people in the building and climbing. Also, as you can see right here, Coach Hayes will present the Colorado UCF pregame party. All of the Buffalo parents have been invited. They're getting in free. So if you want to come hang out with some of the Buffalo parents, be it maybe at one of the premier spots in Orlando, right downtown Orlando, feel free. We'll be in the building, man, having a good time. It's a grown folks spot. You understand me? So you could definitely check that out. You can the link is in the description below. as well as if you want, you can go down to coachhaysfootball.com if you like, and you can grab your tickets or get more information about it there as well. All right, we got another call on the line, 0747. Give me 1 second, and I'll definitely be there in the building. Y'all too funny, man. Y'all too funny. I'm sorry, I'm coming 1 second. I saw something. People not believe this. I go in Colorado 40-17. I got him 40-17. That's why I say he was close to what I had. 40-17. Let me know if I'm stupid in the chat or like, dang, coach, you on point. 0747, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Let me know if I'm stupid in the chat. Or like, dang, coach, you on point. 0747, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
This Rich Corleone on YouTube. I'm calling from Tallahassee, Florida, but I'm from Dade.
All right, so Rich, talk to me, man. Old Tally Ho, what's up with you, baby? Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Rich. You can't look at this. Listen, Rich, listen to my voice. You can't watch the TV and then listen. Like, you can't talk that way. It's about a 10-second delay, so just listen to your phone. And he hung up. Rich, if you're listening, you can't listen to the TV and then listen to me. It is a 10-second delay. You'll be off. All right, so you gotta just listen to the phone. All right, anyway, maybe he'll call right back. That boy Rich, he said, I'm in Tallahassee, but I'm from Dade, baby. I love it. 45-17, we not far off JL Boxing. I hear you. I really think they should, like, here's why I say this. I'll just go ahead and say it. Colorado should murder these people. They should. I shouldn't have said that on YouTube, my bad. Colorado should unalive these people. They should. Like, this is a Power 5 program in year 2. Everybody talking about they got better athletes. They got 10 NFL draft picks. What is the hesitation? Like, this is the stuff that's not adding up to me. 11-1, 12-0, 9 games. 10 draft picks. I hear on some podcast, 12 to 15 draft picks. And y'all got hesitation about North Dakota State? But clearly gonna whoop Nebraska behind. Like make it make sense. That's all I'm asking. Like, just think about what I'm saying. I know every team is different. 3187 coming to you, caller. Give me 1 second. Like, North Dakota State, like, well, we might win this game by 3 points, 5 points, 7 points. Just like Colorado State. Y'all should knock the y'all should knock the ram horns off their helmet. I'm just calling it what it is. Y'all should knock the bejesus out them people, man. 3187, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What to do, coach? It's Clark.
Ah, my man, Clark. Clark, you still got 11-1, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So real quick, you might be who I was talking to then. So you think North Dakota State gonna be a tough game?
Oh, no.
Okay, thank you, Clark. God, dog, at least you stuck to the script. You knew the assignment.
You
knew the assignment, Clark.
Oh, no. I put my money where my mouth is.
Okay.
I text you something. About that game. So.
I saw it, but I couldn't see it. So I saw it, so I'll leave it at that, and we'll discuss it later. But I didn't see it. I saw the text come through, but I didn't get a chance to see it because I was on the other show live too. But I would definitely take a look at it as soon as I get off.
Yeah, but yeah.
Is it something we can discuss here or no?
It's $7K worth.
Huh?
It's $7K worth. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, so we'll talk about it later then. No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I'll be highly what's the word? Concerned if we struggle with North Dakota State. I get their FCS powerhouse, their run heavy team, but nah, they only got 2 O-linemen that's 300 pounds.
Do me a favor, Clark. They saying that you're talking very low and they can hardly hear you. So I don't know if you can speak up a little bit loud. I got my headphones cranked up so I can hear it, but the people are saying you're talking very low.
I had it on speaker. So maybe it's better now.
Let me know in the chat if that's better. If that sounds better, guys. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but it shouldn't. They literally don't have the athletes to cover us. Like, how are you gonna cover Travis? How are you gonna cover Jimmy? How are you gonna cover LeJohntay and Will Shepherd at the same time? Like, any team that's a hard cover. Now you say, well, we're gonna get to the quarterback. I feel like we got the best D-line in the Big 12, undoubtedly, and our O-line. Our biggest test is going against our own D-line. I don't think we're gonna face a D-line better than what we got currently. So with that being said, playing North Dakota State should be a step down. Now, granted, Jordan Seaton is a freshman. It's be his first time in the big lights. I expect him to have some jitters and whatnot. And North Dakota State, they're big on running stunts. They don't really like the blitz. They like to keep their coverage and just run stunts. So, that's going to be something to keep an eye on. But I feel like we're going to be able to run against these guys. We're going to be able to – I see a Georgia Tech type trench play against Florida State, what we should do against these guys.
Yeah, shout out to Rose Cransbury TV. Block Bully got 5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles.
Where you get it
at? My man right here just said Rose Cransbury. I hope I'm saying it right. TV, always being here. Says Block Bully gonna get 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. Now I don't know if he trolling or if he just,
Yeah, he on something else. Like, your nose tackle's gonna get 5 sacks.
Hey, dog.
That's Block.
So here's the thing, Clark. Can I say this to you, Clark? One thing I love about you, I think your record prediction is way off, but that's my opinion. But everything else is outstanding. Like, you call it straight down the middle, right? Like, you call it balls and strikes. I appreciate you, bro. I really do. I thank you for that, man. I mean, for real. I get
the 11-1 or 10-2 coming off, with everything. It don't make sense or whatever. It's not something I don't think that's ever happened or is very unlikely to happen. But I'm just looking at it. When you got the best quarterback in college football, you got the best player in college football. I feel we have the best wide receiver core in college football. I feel we have bare minimum an average O-line player. I feel we have the best edges in the Big 12, so that's at least a top 10 edge room in college football. I like our defensive tackle rotation. Our linebackers, that's a big question mark group for us. We're going to have to see how those guys do. Also, our tight end is a question mark, but we're not really heavy in tight end play, but them guys going to have to block because we're going to have to, we're going to want to run the ball out of 11 personnel. And I love our secondary. I feel like we have a top secondary as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of that stuff don't equal 11-1 because you got coaching, you got new coordinators, But I like those guys, and I think it's just a cheat code now with the microphone in the helmet. I think people don't give Coach Prime his credit as far as being a football savant, meaning this guy, it's a lot of guys that was fast, there's a lot of guys that was athletic, it's a lot of guys that had those traits and was in the NFL. What set Deion Sanders apart was his study habits. He knew tails, he knew traits, he knew alignment, he knew assignment. And with knowing all of that and his athletic ability, that's why he's the greatest of all time. So with that being said, in coaching, he sees tails. He literally, in his last documentary, he literally calls defenses from what they're going to do before they happen. They did a whole episode of him just calling, they doing this, they doing that. Now with the microphone in the headset, we got up until 15 seconds, and you got Pat and Coach Prime talking to Shedeur, say, hey, they look like they're in the cover three. Maybe a weak side pressure is coming here. That 9 route should be your read. If not, da-da-da. That is a cheat code for already great quarterback in Shedeur Sanders. I think, barring injury, it's going to be a great season. A great season. And when
a
people
savant.
see how we manhandle a real, I get it's an FCS team, but these guys continuously put stout offensive linemen in the league. I think last year was the only time they didn't have an NFL draft pick in, I don't know, like 10 years. Like this is a factory for trench players, and you're gonna see that our product is up to par.
Was it shocking? So was it shocking though? Nobody went to the NFL from last team. I'm not talking about the undrafted free agent. Shout out to Weaver. Heard he's doing his thing, but I'm talking about drafted in those 7 rounds.
Was it shocking? Heck no. I mean, only person that sensible people thought really had a shot to get drafted was Weaver. That's it. Like, one of our starting edges ran a 5.2 40 at his pro day.
Well, the reason I say that because you've had people that said that. Now, I'm just telling you what the other people said, that because all Coach Prime to do is make a phone call to get him drafted.
No, I only had expectations for Weaver.
Yeah, people saying that they resting their legs. They resting their legs for the draft. That's why they don't play. That's why they only got 2 carries for the whole season. They want to make sure their legs was rested. I'm just telling you what people said now. That's all. I'm just telling you what people said.
I can't vouch for everybody, but
okay, I understand. I'm just trying to bring up the point that it's amazing that prior to the season, I see. Here's what I want people to understand. That's amazing to me. And Clark, the reason I'm gonna have this conversation with you is because I feel like I can.
Let's do it.
See, it's amazing. Before last season, people would say, Coach, why wouldn't you want to come here? Coach Prime, just make a phone call and you could get in the NFL. Because he know people. He know all those people. And I'm not saying he doesn't. But if he knew all those people, not saying he doesn't, but I'm going to show you how even your relationship doesn't make a person draft worthy. Then why didn't Weaver get drafted, as you said, if it was simple as a phone call? Because it doesn't work that way. And that's what I try to tell these people in life. Things don't work that way. Stop just talking the talk. Yes, Coach Prime knows people, but he know a million gazillion more people than Coach Hayes do. But unfortunately, this is business. And business says, I have to do what's best for my business. And people just say anything. I remember I used to do those shows. Why wouldn't you want to come here? Coach Prime just pick up the phone and you definitely get drafted. And nobody from last year's team got drafted. This young man put up 900 yards receiving. And he was, but now they excuse it, well, because he got hurt. Well, guess what? So what he got hurt? He still got an undrafted free agency, and he out there playing and balling. Shout out to him. But they took a risk on it. This is what I'm trying to say.
He made the 53 today, too.
He made the 53. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Weaver, man. Straight right from out of Orlando, right out of here. But what I'm saying to people is, stop saying foolishness, dog, because people run around here and believe that stuff. And that's why I be trying to tell people, dog, you can't just say any dang on thing out here in the world and you think people just going to eat it up, and they do. So that's why I'm back to this. When I hear people on podcasts talking about we got 12 to 15 picks, man, you know what? Slap yourself, dog. 12 to 15 draft picks, Clark, God dang it, Clark. Now we got a good relationship now. How many draft picks do you think they have, Clark?
The draft picks all depends on how much we win. 15, 12, that's, like Florida State won 13 games, 13-1. I think they only had 10. Well, not only, not even going to say only, like that's a lot.
That's a lot.
10 is a lot.
Michigan won the Natty and had 13 and broke the record.
Yeah, you got to win. Like, you don't get double-digit draft picks if you ain't, you ain't putting up some serious wins. I'm talking.
Thank you.
You got to win your conference with like one loss, if that.
Real quick, Meezy, for the 199, can we get weekly check-in from the caller? Love it, man. Shout out to you. 757 Meezy in the building. So again, this is not wishing bad. This is why I say people just come up with any damn thing to say out their mouth. Anything to come out their mouth, and you're talking about historically programs. Didn't Michigan just break the record with 13?
Yeah.
And they won the Natty.
I think it was 4. Yeah, I think it was 4 teams that had double digit draft picks. I know Michigan, Florida State. The other two is I'm not sure, but I think it was only like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean 12 to 15, bro. Come on, man, bro. Stop. Like,
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even want that. Like, we not a program that it'll be a rough next season. You lose 15 guys to the draft. It's a success, yeah. But you ain't back to square one. But you ain't sustained. We ain't gonna be able to sustain that momentum. It's gonna be another fake rebuild, sort of, but in a more positive.
Bro, matter of fact, here we go. Georgia had 15 in 2022. Ohio State had 14 in 2004. LSU had 14 in 2020, and that's coming off of arguably the greatest football team of all time, arguably, right? Yeah. Michigan had 13 and 24. Alabama had 12 and 18. Ohio State had 12 and 16. Miami had 11 and 02. Bruh, what are those
top tier?
Come on, dog.
Almost historic seasons and teams.
Bro, what are we talking about? But how do people come up with this? And nobody says anything in the chat like, hey, bro, you know what? Like, if I said something like that, Clark, I will hope in my God's mind, I hope in my mind, if you would call, like, if I would have said, man, the Miami Hurricanes got, you know what? We got 11, 12, we got 12 to 15 draft picks. I hope you would call in and say, Coach, do me a favor. This is a wellness check. Get off the airways. You've been sitting in front of the computer too long. Hit the end stream and please go lay down, sir. Please go lay down, sir.
I'll say this. I know people, I don't think, people say these things. I don't know about 15. That's just egregious. But they coming in the season, people seeing people with draft grades I'm like, oh, he projected. People looking at them projected draft grades and whatnot.
See, here's the thing. Let me ask you. Hold on. Here's my thing. I'm sorry. Back up to old sock baby right here, J27 in the building. Hayes dumb. Don't even know who said that. Old head makeup. Let me ask you, Clark. Have you heard that?
Nah, I definitely heard people say 12. I haven't heard 15, but yeah, people are saying a lot of draft picks, and I don't think it's impossible, but it ain't probable, just because it's a lot of variables. Like, yeah, we can have a team can have a great winning season that we do go 11-1. All right, is you gonna have a good Senior Bowl? Is you gonna have a good combine? Is you gonna have a good pro day? Because we had, like I said, Jordan Dominic, he had pedigree. He performed in the ACC. He performed in the SEC, 7.5 sacks, and he performed last year with us. He had 5 sacks and like 40-some tackles as the edge.
Right. I appreciate it. Real quick. I'm sorry. I just want J27 to go back in the basement of his mama house and finish playing with his sock. Holler at you, J27. Loser.
But yeah, Jordan Dominic, he had a horrible pro day. He jumped like a 20-inch vertical. Like, as an edge, people want athletic edges. I don't care. He had the production and the history and doing it in every league besides the Big Ten, and he in the CFL. You know, there's guys that got a quarter of his production, but they got drafted, and you know, they just more athletic freakish. So, like, you can perform and still not get drafted. So it's a toss up,
bro. I tell people this all the time. Like, hell, look at Weaver, 900 yards, bro. 900 yards. Hell, I bring up Charleston Rambo all the time from the Canes. The man broke the receiving record, had 1,100 yards receiving, right? 1,100 yards receiving on 79 catches. I'm going to show you the difference. Watch this. It's funny how the draft is. Charleston Rambo came from Oklahoma, had 79 catches, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Last year, shout out to Xavier Restrepo, 101 catches for 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns, and everybody talking about he getting drafted.
It might not happen. It's 1,000-yard receivers that didn't get drafted this year.
Yeah, but that's my point, is that this is why I try to stay away from that, because the draft is not about really what you truly did in college. When you're talking about the mid to lower level, the 4, 6, 7 rounds, right? The 4, 5, 6, 7 round, 1, 2, 3s is about your production. The 4, 5, 6, 7 rounder guy, it's about need. It's about need. It's not about you're the best, this, that, and the third. They have none of the leverage. So you see 1,100-yard receivers, and that's a great accomplishment in college. 1,000-yard receiver? Like, that's a great accomplishment. And guess the sad part about it, brother, is what? Them guys sometimes go undrafted because there's 1,000 receivers, and it's also not always the need. You only get 53. Well, plus, you know, the other,
like 7 on the roster.
Yeah.
7 on the receivers. And receivers are talent-rich position, period. Like, you can find able receivers in the FCS, the G5, and the P. Like, that's talent-rich. Like, it's talent. Just because you ain't a Power 5 receiver don't mean you ain't gonna be able to make it. Like,
thank you.
It ain't much separating a receiver. Like,
oh, but Coach Prime will get you drafted. He'll pick up the phone. Get the F out of here with that foolishness, man. I better stop selling these wolf tickets to these people, man. But anyway.
Hey, what happened to the Kitchens? He was supposed to be a first rounder.
Who?
The safety, Miami safety, Kitchens.
Oh, Cam Kitchen. Yeah. You're right. What did he go, third? Third round, I believe?
No, he might have went fourth or something.
Maybe fourth. Maybe. But anyway, we got some new callers just popped in, man. So, Clark, I appreciate you, dog. Like you say, you're right. Hell, what about James Williams? James Williams went 246 or something like that. The 6'5" safety we had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he was the number 1 player in the nation started 3 years straight. And the dude he was like 10 spots from being the last pick. But it is what it is. Clark, I appreciate you, man, for not letting Coach go out here and drown by himself. But now that we got some more callers in, let's go ahead and push the envelope, man.
All right, Coach.
Hey, come hang out with us Friday, man. Plus, I'm gonna hit you up anyway. I need you to help me out with something.
All right, no doubt.
Yes, sir. All right. I gotta put him in the system here. Dang, he done hung up. All right, here we go. Shout out to JR Boxing in the building. JR, what's up, man?
Coach, what's going on with you?
Talking to you. Butterfly, you ain't called in, but good night. I understand. Butterfly in the building, y'all. Y'all clap it up for 88 means the amount of keys on the piano. Thought I forgot about that. Talk to me, JR.
Man, this 12 to 15, man, that's crazy talk. Look, man, we all support Coach Prime and what he got going on over there at Colorado, but 12 to 15, that's kind of crazy, Coach. I don't know who's saying that. I'll be out here in these streets, most of the time, but I ain't never heard 12 to 15. Unless it's coming from like old school or something like that.
I ain't talking about no old school. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking, no, dog. Trust me, dog. Here, and you know why I say this? One thing I love about people love train wrecks, JR. And I tell people all the time, people love to throw the rock and hide their hand. People will clip this stuff, DM it to me on Twitter or email it or send a link or something because they really want me to respond. And a lot of this stuff I don't even respond to because it's just so damn it's so crazy. And I'm not, and I hate to say this.
I guess.
Oh, it is, but I'm not the one. Like, I have to be honest. I'm not sitting around listening to a lot of some podcasts. I do listen to if I'm in working. I'll put it on. I don't have no problem listening to other people, but I don't listen to all of them. But the people send it. They be like, "Coach, you believe the dude said this?" And they clip it out, and it ain't just a clip. 12 to 15 draft pick, and that's it. It'd be like 2 or 3 minutes where you could gauge some context of it, and so. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. I know earlier in the chat I typed 4, but then I thought about it. I was just like, maybe 5 in a piece. So we playing spades, maybe 5 in a piece, something like that. I think Colorado could pull it off. I mean, the obvious would be Shador, Travis, Mark Vissett, the punter. I think he's an obvious draft pick. And then Shiloh, somewhere in the later round. One of those edge rushers. You can switch them out, BJ Green or the other guy from Pitt. Any one of them can be switched out, being drafted. And then I could see, maybe Chidozie being that fringe number 6 player, depending on what kind of production he put up this year for the team. So I could see 5 in a piece, maybe 6, if they show well, if they put up some good stats and stuff like that, I could see that. And then, maybe a few guys can make a name for themselves if they're getting some of them senior bowls or something like that. So the Bensons of the world and another one of the linemen that, one of them, what do they call them? Super seniors that, been in since the beginning of COVID. Maybe another one of them guys can crack a roster or maybe crack a draft pick by showing well in one of them senior bowls. But I would say 5 in a piece, somewhere around there.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you. I mean, at least that's feasible, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
Look at it.
No, but listen.
I look at it that way too.
I could deal with it. You don't even have to give me an explanation. If you say 5, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I don't care who your 5 are, but that makes sense. But these Twitter, dog. Anyway, I don't even know why I care so much.
Maybe that's happening in the Twitter streets, man, or X or whatever. I don't be on X or nothing like that. Man.
Trust me, it ain't.
That's a wild place.
It's right on the tube.
Oh, it's on the tube?
Oh, it's on the tube. Oh, it's on the tube.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's on the tube.
That's crazy.
You heard Clark say he heard people saying 12? I'm telling you. But anyway.
Shit. I ain't heard it. But I mean, hey, all to them, man. Hey, the tongue is powerful, so maybe they're trying to speak it into existence. I don't know. But that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what the year gonna look like. Like I said, I'm on record for putting them at 7-5, maybe 8-4. We'll see what the bowl game look like, depending on what players play or whatever like that. If they got something to really play for, but I got them on record for sure going 7-5. I think Shador can get them to 7 wins based on his talents and his attributes. I think he can get them to 7 wins. The coaching staff and like the rest of the team trying to like, mesh everything together throughout the year. Obviously, they got to learn how to win as a team. And a game I like to bring up that I don't know why I was watching this game, but it was I think it was UNLV and like South Dakota State or South Montana State. One of them SCS powerhouse schools though, kind of in the same mold of North Dakota State. And
Okay.
UNLV got the new coach. No, it's New Mexico. New Mexico got the new coach, Bronco Mendenhall, come with a storied record from BYU, and then he kind of went to Virginia and kind of had some low years at Virginia. But then he left and came to New Mexico. New Mexico was up, I think like 17 points in the fourth quarter, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the team, I believe it was South Montana, they came back and won it in the end because they have a pedigree of winning.
Okay.
So with the game coming up with CU, get on their necks early and, learn from mistakes past of Stanford, right? You know what I'm saying? Run the ball. Shout out to Rawhide. He's a big component of that. But
gotta run the ball
early and run the doggone ball.
Gotta run the ball.
Clock down and then get out of there to get ready for Nebraska. That's what it should look like. 45-17. That's my prediction.
Ooh, boy, that's okay. 45. I said 40-17. So yeah, we kind of close.
Yeah, we close.
But like I said, you got to run the ball. Georgia Tech, Florida State clearly showed that, and that was the difference in the game. Even though the game was close, Georgia Tech didn't have 100 yards rushing, right? They didn't even have 100 yards rushing. I'm sorry, Florida State didn't have 100 yards rushing. Georgia Tech kind of evened that thing out. I want to say they had 190 maybe rushing, something like that. But you got, even in today's throw the ball around the yard, you got to be able to run the ball if you want to win games. Sorry. It's what it is.
Yep.
And I'm sick of it.
We'll see what it looks like. That's why I say I'm interested to see, especially the first game and whatnot like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do. When they get up early, are they going to, control the clock, string along some longer drives to kind of, run that clock down. I don't want to see a lot of 3 and outs or, 5 plays. I mean, if you score in 5 plays or whatever like that, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want to see, some extended drives because that, that's how you build that cohesiveness, throughout the year. So this their preseason game. You don't get preseason games in college, so use it as like a preseason, game. Get in there, work on some stuff, get them in there, get them out of there early, and then work on some stuff throughout. Run that ball, get that line, moving forward as a unit, pushing people off the ball, get them used to doing that because they definitely gonna need it for Nebraska. So,
all right, well, we'll find out. Like I say,
sure.
That's how I look at it, JL. We'll definitely find out. Are you coming down to the UCL Colorado game, man?
Oh yeah, I'm in there, man. I actually, like I said, I got my tickets, man. My old lady bought me the tickets for like Valentine's Day, so I had them like way back in the gap.
So you gonna come party with me, dog? You gonna come party with me?
I showed my old lady the flyer.
She ain't like the ladies that was on it. She was like, nope.
Nah, she's trying to convince her sister to like come. But I told her, I was like, look, we, what I'm saying, we out there, the kids at the house, grandparents watching the kids, man. So I was like, look, we got to live it up every once in a while. So
it's a good time, man.
do our thing.
Nah, it'll be a good time, man. It will be. Trust me. I don't know if y'all ever been there, but y'all have a good time, man. Like I said, they for the 15 right now, so can't beat it.
Yeah, I saw the flyer. It actually came up in my IG. I follow you on IG. So it came up in my IG. So I showed my old lady, and so yeah, we probably definitely be up in that thing, man.
I love it. I love it, man. Well, I appreciate it because here's the funny thing about this. You guys get to see me, but I don't know y'all. I know your names, I know your voices, but I do enjoy meeting people, right? So now when I get a chance to talk to y'all, you can kind of put a face with a name. That's why even when I go to like the Miami Hurricane games, You know, people like, oh, coach, I'm Oregon came. I'm like, oh, what's up? Like, because you know the name, and now you get a chance to put, because some people don't have their names on the avatar. You know what I mean? Or their faces, rather. They have just a picture or a letter, that kind of stuff, man. So it is good to meet people. Like, even when I went to the Colorado game, people would go, hey, man, it's cool. You know what I mean? So it's all gravy, man.
You'll see me pulling up. I'm going to be like the one on the last with you and Streeter, the one person that typed in the chat. Now I'm going to be there with the U shirt on.
Oh, that's my man.
With a Colorado shirt on for sure.
Shout out to Ghostface. He in the building right now. Ghostface in the building.
I'll be there with a Colorado shirt. Now, but I have my blenders on and I have my 10-gallon hat on, man. I'm a Texan, so I have my 10-gallon straw hat on for sure with my blenders on. So,
what part of Texas you from, man? What part? Hold on, can I guess? I can say you from the Dallas area.
Nah, I'm H-Town, man. H-Town, inner city kid, man. Made it out the streets or whatever like that. My parents did well by me, got me to school.
Love it.
And, I graduated Oral Roberts and got a fellowship in physical therapy. Joined the military, man. Let the military pay off the rest of my schooling. And I'm looking to retire, man. Hopefully I get this job that I interviewed for with the Atlanta Hawks, man. So
that'd be awesome, man.
To do that. Yeah, we're looking to do that, man. I had to hire a lawyer and everything, man. I never had to do that before, but dealing with contracts outside of signing the dotted line for the military, I never had to really deal with any contracts outside of buying homes and stuff like that.
That's fair, dog.
But yeah, now I had to negotiate what I wanted. That was kind of foreign to me, man.
That's real business though, right? That's real business. There you go.
Yeah, man.
Real business,
bro. But hopefully I get that, man. We was out there in Atlanta for a while looking at some spaces and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully it fall through. But we'll see. But
I love it, man.
Sure.
Well, bro, wish you nothing but luck.
Coach, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll make sure I get at you to see if we pull up.
Oh, we got time, man.
It's always good to talk to you, man. Enjoy your show, enjoy your channel, man. Y'all hit them likes, subscribe, share,
yes, sir.
All the good stuff, man. Coach, a good brother, man.
I appreciate it, man. Well, listen, I look forward to you, man. Wish you nothing but the best in your business endeavors, man. And yeah, man, we'll definitely catch up, man. Appreciate it. We'll be right back on Thursday night pregame. We're gonna be in the Discord. So if anybody want to be a member, do that, but don't do it just yet. Coach gonna drop the price phone in and out for everybody. We're gonna make it happen. We just cut it, man, and we're gonna go from there, have a good time. But with that being said, man, I appreciate you, JR. Thanks, man.
All right, salute to you, Coach.
Yes, sir, brother. You too, man. All right, man. See, even though Colorado Knights, man, we can have civil conversations, man. Shout out to LOL 305 in the building. For the $5. Coach, this FSU and GT all over again. Ooh. So you saying that Colorado is Florida State and North Dakota State is Georgia Tech? Is that what you're saying? Huh? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, LOL? He said yes. Hold up now, LOL. Hold up. So you telling me that you think that North Dakota State gonna play Colorado to the wire? Interesting, my friend. Now, LOL, we met. I remember we met at the Hurricane game. No, it was a Hurricane game, but in Tallahassee. I'm looking you in the eyes right now, my brother, and I can't let you run with that, dog. I can't let you run with that, bro. And I will say this just like Clark said it. For whatever reason, because everything is possible, because according to Colorado fan, everything is possible. So it is possible they could lose this game, but I highly doubt it. But if they do, there's meals. There's no bueno for the Buffaloes. No bueno for the Buffaloes. I'm not talking about a Bison. I'm talking about the Colorado Buffaloes. There's no bueno, man. Huh? I ate this meal. Bro, if they lose, which I highly doubt, no. I ain't gonna stand for it. And I ain't gonna sit down for it either. LOL. I ain't gonna do it. If you want to call in before I take this last caller, please jump on in the queue, 862-799-9956. I got my man T from Baltimore in the building. I'm gonna talk to him. So by the time I get off and nobody else in, we'll close this up and close this thing out and get ready for this 8-hour show mañana. Let's go, baby. Shout out to the Miami Hurricanes in the building. T from Baltimore, what's up?
What's going on, brother?
Man, I'm just sitting here, man, chilling, hanging with the folks, man, talking a little Colorado, man.
Well, it sounds like you got a little. You've been sipping some Colorado juice in that with your cane juice, huh? You got it mixed up?
Nah, brother. I mean, I give credit where I believe credit is due. I tell you, man, I'm an equal opportunity critiquer. I critique everybody. I think one and the same. You know, and so when it comes to this particular game, I believe that Colorado is the Mike Tyson of the ring when it comes to this particular game.
Mike Tyson. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Their leading tackler last year was Shallow, right?
From my understanding, yes.
Okay. So Shallow been in the yellow jersey for the last, I don't know, 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Has he hit anybody?
Not from my understanding. I think he hit somebody one time. I don't know. I don't believe so.
Okay. So you got Pat Sherman. You trust him to be able to put up a whole bunch of points
against this team? Yes.
Pat Sherman ain't scored 45 the whole time he was their offensive coordinator the last back half of the season.
I understand.
You got Shedeur Sanders out there with literally anywhere from 8 to 9 new players.
Okay.
That he ain't never played in a real game with before.
I understand that too. Okay.
All right. And then your leading tackler ain't tackled nothing. Nathaniel. He been tagging hips.
Okay. Let's just say that's
like
true.
That little,
I'll take it as if it's the gospel, but okay.
Okay. Your front four is brand new, but I mean, they highly touted pass rush.
Okay.
Not run stuffers.
I'm listening.
And then you got a North Dakota State team that, I mean, you talk about Super Bowl. This is Cam Miller's Super Bowl. He is going to play the game of his life.
Who is this now?
Play his little heart out.
Who is this?
Whatever that means, he's going to play his little heart out.
Who are you talking about?
The quarterback for North Dakota.
Oh, Cam Miller, I believe his name is. Okay.
Yeah, Cam Miller. Yeah, I put a little respect on it. The boy threw for 19 touchdowns, ran for 13. I don't know, Coach. I mean, look, you got a brand new defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't never called a game. He, all his NFL experience, but I don't think he ever had a team that consistently just want to run the ball in the NFL. Unless, I mean, not even the Ravens really is going to prepare him for what North Dakota do.
Okay.
That's the closest thing I can think of. Somebody to come out in 22 personnel that just want to just keep running the ball.
Okay.
The only thing for North Dakota that make me feel like they're gonna take the L is just because they between the transfer portal and injuries, I think they're gonna run out of steam towards the end of the game. But I think it's gonna be a much closer game than some 44-17.
I went 40-17, but real quick, Rob says that Shiloh isn't in the yellow jersey, but thanks for watching well off. I don't know. See, One thing about Coach is if I don't know something, I don't know. I didn't watch Well Off, and I haven't watched anything else, so I don't know. So that's why I said, taking for what you say is the gospel, I can only assume what you're telling me is factual. But
so he just came out of the yellow jersey. Can he point to a tackle within the last 2 weeks that he done seen Shiloh make some famous hits, the headache game that he's the leader of? Can he point to any of those hits on Well Off?
You gotta ask Rob. If Rob called in, I'll let y'all talk about it. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch it. Yeah. So like I said, it is what it is. I understand, but I don't watch it. Not because I don't want to. Coach, oh my God, I'm it's nutso for me right now. But I'm just saying, maybe Rob called in. Maybe y'all could discuss it. Hell, I don't know.
But nevertheless, we just seen how the lack of tackling just across the board. We've seen it with SMU. They had a hard time tackling us. Nevada damn near knocked them off.
I think everybody's going to suffer with tackling just because I think of the way the rules are, right? I think because of the way the rules in which I think they have 2 contact days per week and all of that kind of stuff. So I think everybody's going to have that rusty period. And that's why I say when it comes to Colorado and this team, I believe personally that there's going to be the like the race. I brought it up earlier in regards to the Usain Bolt race. When you see Usain Bolt race, he's the favorite. But when he takes off, he's in the middle of the pack. Even to the 30-meter mark, he's still in the middle of the pack. But when he get to that 40, 50, 60, he start pulling away. I believe Colorado may have the same approach, but I do think they're going to hit him on a big play early, somewhere in the first quarter. Again, it's all speculation. It's all for fun and entertainment. But what I was trying to say is, I think until they can get there, I just say they sea legs under them with the kind of offense that North Dakota State may run, just because it's a lot of maybe misdirection, a lot of counters. You got to have true eyes. You got to have true belief in this philosophy and the system. Eventually, I think you just get out athlete, and then that's just what it is. So with that being said, that's why I said the 2 things I'm looking at on Thursday night is the performance of the offensive line and the way in which the defense plays as a whole, how they fit in the scheme of the run, how they're playing the zones, how the pattern. I just want to see how all of that looks. That's the only 2 things I'm really looking for. Do I know Shador can throw a football? Yes. Do I know that all of those boys out there can catch a football? Yes. Do I know that Dylan Hayden and them can run a football? Yes. Do I believe that? Yes. I'm looking to see how the offensive line plays and how the defensive line and how the defense itself plays as a whole. Really, only 2 things on my checklist.
And you know what? I would feel way better about this game if it was week 2 or week 3. But week 1, I don't know.
Well, who would you like for them to play in week 1? If they don't play a team at this level, who would they should have played in week 1? A lower team than this?
Like a Kent State or something like that.
Kent State in a higher conference than them.
Hey, you trust me, you would want a Kent State over North Dakota or South Dakota or Northern Iowa.
I don't know, bro. Like I say, call in now, guys. 862-799-9956. By the time I roll this out, if you're not in, I'm out. Go ahead, Tim.
And what's your score prediction for them Canes going up there to?
Oh,
some Gator food. What's your prediction on that?
Oh, 305-0.
God damn.
Yeah, we walking in like this. 305, baby. That's the score. 30-5. That's the score. 30. I can't say 5 because I mean we gave up a safety to them bums. I'm going 30-3. 303. Matter of fact, how about it? Let's give them the Colorado area code 303. 30-3.
So let me ask you this: What if it's a close game but y'all win by like 3 points?
I'm good with that.
You good?
I have no problem.
You good?
Yeah, none whatsoever.
You're not going hyperbolic like, oh, they're not going to win nothing, right?
Nope.
They good.
First game, rusty, new people, new stuff. I ain't tripping. Find a way to win. See, people talk about SMU and Nevada. I ain't tripping. They found a way to win. They found a way to win that game. Nah,
that was ugly, coach. That was ugly, coach.
It may have.
What you think?
But they found a way to win.
What you think Miami would do to SMU right now? Come on.
Okay.
You saw the same thing I saw.
But they'll find a way to win, dog. See, what people not realizing, people think it's week one. You're supposed to just come out the box and you're supposed to just be perfect. You got to remember, these programs are still new. They don't have 15, 16 years of Nick Saban there culturally. They don't have 20 years of of Ohio State culturally over the years of winning and just winning and just winning. You don't have, everybody's not in that category right now. It's only a handful, maybe 5 or 6 programs that are just coming out, jumping out the gate on people all the time. I'll take it. I'll take it, dog. You got a bunch of new bodies on the team, new faces, new philosophies, new this, no tackling. Like, bro, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. Now, as the season progressed,
they just won the conference with the same team.
But dog,
SMU was the A champions.
Yeah,
like that's the same squad. Like they didn't lose that much.
Yeah, but see, what you think is it's just rinse and repeat. Those coaches that may have gone in there, I don't know whether the coaches have changed or not. They may have a new scheme in which they thought they could run and they thought it would have been better and more efficient. And guess what? Maybe it didn't work that well. I don't know. I'm not in the meeting. But there are so many things that go into this game that you may have a game plan. Okay, let me ask you this, T. Have you done something the same way for a long time? And you decide to change it up because you think you can find a more efficient way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time you do it, it don't feel like it's as efficient as what you're used to.
Correct.
There you go. Same thing could have happened. Hey, I like what we got going here, but I want to do this a little bit different. And it's the kids, it's the same team, but maybe there's some internal adjustments going on. These are the things I'm saying. There's so much stuff that we don't, it's just so many different things that go on. You know what I mean? That sometimes it works well and sometimes it backfires in your face, dog. And you gotta go back to what you used to because you just don't have time to get adjusted to that. That's why I love this game, dog. I love this game because the only thing that's true about this game is only one thing true about football. You know what it is?
What's that?
It'll make liars of us all, dog.
It will. I mean, even though I don't think you mind, I think you just
when I say that, when I say liars, meaning hold on, when I say liars, go look at Florida State versus Georgia Tech. The great Nick Saban. I want to see him run the ball. You know, well, Florida State run the ball. I want to see him run. Guess what? Curve Street. You know, the only dude got it right was the cat from Ireland that played soccer. He the only cat got this game right.
Yeah.
Desmond Howard, Florida State. Curve Street, Florida State. What's my man right here with no sleeves that be on TV talking, standing up all the time, the punter? Come on, man. What's the dude standing up? Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee.
Yeah, McAfee.
Florida State. Oh, they're going to win by a lot. They're going to win by a lot. Nick Saban, the great Nick Saban, the greatest college football of all time. Guess what? Football made all of them boys liars. The one dude that don't know what he's talking about got it right.
That's true. Yeah. That's a shame. But I think you're getting that check from the ACC, and it's cool, Coach. I respect it. How you get your money is how you get your money.
Talking about me?
What they paying you to do, to be a spin doctor on that bad performance. So they just invited this SMU squad that they all of a sudden putting like a dark horse to win the ACC. Cool, but that's Nevada.
Okay.
Nevada, dog. They won 2 games last year.
I get it.
It took you to the brink of destruction.
I get it, dog. It's football, bro. Maybe they had some bad linguine or something for pregame meal. Hell, I don't know.
Damn.
That's all I know.
Nasty work.
Somebody had some bad linguine, dog. They get them boy the sauce. I don't know. Them boys out there with the Hershey squirts. Yeah, I mean, hell, maybe they had to travel too far. That's why they lost. Huh? Maybe the travel was too far. I don't know. Everybody got
it. He had jet lag. He's trying to throw a jet lag. So.
Hey, some people can't even travel to Washington State. The travel's too far. These dudes went all the way across the pond. And they sure enough played. Fuck out of here, man. So tired of these people and these crazy stories, dog. It's like I should get a book of the world's biggest fibs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to create an app, dog. Like, I'm gonna try to create an app. I know I'm just talking, but I'm telling you, man. You be like, what? Well, T.
The beautiful thing is we ain't got to wait long for college football to come back on. So everybody buckle up because I think this is going to be a crazy season. Just overall, I don't think we're going to have no undefeated teams. I think everybody's going to take an L or two this year. I don't think it's no true dominant teams out there. Just because it's too much newness.
I don't know. Can I say this? I can't wait to see the Ohio State Oregon game. That's going to tell the difference in the season right there, boy. Same conference now. That's some pressure right there, boy. That's pressure. That's pressure. That's pressure.
I don't think Dan Lance know what he signed up for, though. I really don't.
I'm talking about.
I like Dylan Gabriel, but we're gonna see.
Just want to be there like this, bro. I just said on Thursday night there's a 10:00 game. San Diego State versus Sacramento State. I'm gonna be up watching it too. I'm gonna be up watching it because I'm a junkie. I got to get my fix. I got to have it. So guess what? I'm gonna be up watching it. So anyway, man, let me get up off here, man. I said 2 hours, and I'm sticking to it. 2 hours, and I'm out of here.
That's what I'm talking about, Coach.
I know.
That's what happened when you get that back-end check from the ACC when you hold water for them when they teams put up bad performances in non-con games.
I ain't got to work as hard, right? See what you talking about? See?
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't be telling the secrets out here now, T. Hey, man.
Just don't forget about the little people when you make it to the mountaintop.
Man, I'm trying to get there, man. Sometimes people want to help you get to the mountaintop, man, but we'll get there, baby. If I got to take one step at a time or take the ski lift, I'm going to get up there.
All right, brother.
Shout out to T from Baltimore. Nobody else called in, so I get it. I guess it's goodbye. A little sad about that. I hate the fact y'all didn't call in. My feelings hurt, but I'm all right. None of the ladies called in. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was tomorrow, 8-hour show, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard to midnight for the Miami Hurricanes. This is our 4th year doing the YouTube takeover. We in the building, the YouTube takeover. Also, Thursday, we'll be doing a pregame. I'm going to mix in Colorado as well as UCF. They play Thursday night as well against New Hampshire. But like I said, I covered UCF as well now. And so what I'm going to do is kind of mix both of those shows in and make it into one, because it would be very interesting to see how UCF fares. And then again, speaking of UCF in the building, as you see, we throwing a shindig right here, man. So we're going to definitely make it happen. Y'all check it out. The link to it is in the description. Go ahead and grab your tickets now. Friday night, the 27th, the night before the game. You got to remember this. A lot is going on that weekend. I just found this out. Apparently, they're supposed to have some kind of concert at Central Florida. I don't know where the details are to that. I'm not a part of that. But before the game, it says before the game. So that's a wink, wink. That guess what? The game should be a night or afternoon game, late afternoon game. Okay. And like I said, the parents will be there. They're going to do a meet and greet and all of that stuff. They're going to have a pre-tailgate party. There's a lot of stuff going on here in the city of Orlando. Come hang out with your boy right here on that Friday night. The club hold 1,000 people, y'all. We're going to be loose, but loose my money, honey. Oh, I'm sorry. That was at the club. But anyway, check out in the description below. Everything is there. And with all that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Stay tuned, and we're going to bring you a lot more content. With all that being said, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. And hey, for everybody that donated, I appreciate it. Jen, I knew you was going to say something funny. The Colt Club. I like that. I might put that up there. The Colt Club. Now, let me stop. Guys, we just chill, having fun. All right. With all that being said, appreciate it. Peace. Loose my money, honey.